Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the Snake Pit. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Tar Heels will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Making side adjustments here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go. Break.
They go to the ground. Turning it on. Strong, firm tackle. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Grab near the marker, it's Webb. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The sure hands, it's Smith. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove it.
Wide open spaces. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
The Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Maryland! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Past the first down marker and still running. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snap it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job.
Trying to get behind the defense. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, UNC! Once he got some room, it was over.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Washington. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes back at the 3.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
Back to pass. They're working that left side. That is not what they had in mind at all, and it's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Oh, he's got a chance.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Culliver. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
North Carolina, 9. Maryland, 7.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the toss. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Caught behind the line. It's Wood. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Complete to the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Tar Heels had this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Lopez wants to fire. Quick completion on the out route. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky.
And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. And the Terrapins racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
He might want another play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to swing it on second down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've got the screen set up. Oh, out of space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Washington. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's go. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Terrapins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Kick. White 20, no.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Maryland.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Terrapins will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half with a run. He's loose. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Tar Heels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Lopez to pass. He's going to let it go. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Still looking on the move. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Ball's out. They recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football, a turnover on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll leave it with him. It's a running room. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Catch in the middle. It's good. There he goes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
On the run, it's gone. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Goes to the option. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Shotgun snap on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Catches it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close.
North Carolina 30, Maryland 10.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Toss sweep to the left. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it down the middle. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know.
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Lopez to pass. intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
This drive will open from the 15. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? And the Terrapins want to move quickly. To the air on second down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's McLaurin. He stopped at the 48. A pickup of 10 on the play. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass. It's Washington. He wants a big play here late. He's got it on the outside. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They'll give it to the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. It's a seam wide open. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win.